Take care of our health in later life with the simplest and most familiar things. I am your companion today. If this is your first time visiting the channel, I am very happy to have the chance to share something useful for your health. And if you have been here before, please leave a waving hand emoji in the comments so I know you are still joining me through each video and each story. Have you ever heard someone say that eating a lot of vegetables is always good for your health? Maybe you believe that too. But in reality, after the age of 60, our bodies do not handle vegetables the same way they did when we were younger. Many people try to eat more vegetables every day, hoping to improve digestion, lower cholesterol, and get more fiber. However, after a few weeks, they find themselves feeling bloated, unable to sleep, having back pain, night cramps, or waking up many times at night to urinate. So what is really happening? According to a 2022 report by Harvard Health Publishing, some leafy green vegetables that seem harmless can actually increase the burden on the kidneys, stomach, or circulatory system if used improperly or consumed in excess in old age. We need to better understand our bodies and learn how to choose the right vegetables to feel lighter, sleep more deeply, and reduce uncomfortable aging symptoms. In today's video, I will share with you 4 types of vegetables you should limit after the age of 60 and suggest gentler alternatives at the end of the video. I will also give you a simple sample meal plan, so you do not have to worry about what to buy at the market. Please stay until the end, because you might be surprised to find out that the familiar vegetable you eat every day could be the very reason you are tossing and turning each night. You know, the amazing thing about the human body is its ability to adapt, but over time, especially after the age of 60, that adaptability slows down. What you used to eat without any issues when you were younger can now become a burden on your digestion. Liver and kidneys and vegetables, which are often seen as nature's medicine, can sometimes be part of that burden. At this age, your digestion slows down noticeably, your stomach produces less acid. Digestive enzymes work more slowly, making it harder to break down tough fibers. You eat a plate of raw vegetables, kale or amaranth, thinking it is healthy, but then feel bloated, gassy, or experience heartburn. That is not a coincidence. It is a sign that your digestive system is struggling to keep up. Not only your stomach, but your liver and kidneys have also been working non-stop for decades. Vegetables that contain high amounts of oxalates, purines, or are heavily fermented and salty can now overwhelm these organs. Many people over 60 still eat pickled vegetables or fermented greens like they did when they were young, but later complain about fatigue, high blood pressure, swelling in the legs, or numbness without realizing the cause might be the familiar vegetables on their dinner plate. In addition, your blood circulation is no longer as flexible as before. Some compounds in vegetables can affect how blood vessels dilate or increase uric acid levels if the wrong type or amount is consumed. That is why many older adults eat vegetables daily, yet still suffer from joint pain, insomnia, cramps, or prolonged digestive issues. I once worked with Ms. Margaret, a 72-year-old woman living in Florida, USA. She loved eating raw spinach and fresh salads every day because she believed it helped her stay in shape. But after a few months, she started to feel tired, had joint aches, and constant bloating. After being examined by a digestive specialist at Tufts University, they found she had small kidney stones caused by oxalate buildup, and the simple fix was just to change the type of vegetables and the way she prepared them. This is not a warning for you to stop eating vegetables. On the contrary, I want you to keep loving them, but to love them the right way, at the right time, and with the right types that suit your more sensitive body. In the next part,
I will talk about 4 types of vegetables that may seem nutritious, but can actually be harmful if you are not careful. Are you ready?
I understand the feeling of putting your full trust in leafy greens, believing you are doing something good for your body, but unfortunately, some types of vegetables can become hidden culprits that slowly worsen your health without you even realizing it. Let's take a closer look at 4 such vegetables. Each one has its reasons for caution, and you will soon understand why. After the age of 60, your body needs a different approach. 1. Raw kale, an old friend that can lead to kidney stones. Kale has long been considered a superfood thanks to its high content of vitamins K and C, calcium, and antioxidants. But did you know that every 100 grams of raw kale contains more than 200 milligrams of oxalates? Oxalates are compounds that can easily crystallize into stones, especially when your kidneys have already started to weaken with age. Ms. Martha, 68 years old from California, shared that she began juicing raw kale every day because she saw many younger people doing it. After 3 months, she started experiencing a dull backache and was diagnosed with small stones in her left kidney. Her doctor told her that if she had steamed the kale before eating it, or chosen vegetables lower in oxalates, the risk would have been much lower. For older adults, instead of eating raw kale, it is better to steam it thoroughly to reduce the oxalate content. You should only eat it 1 to 2 times per week, in small amounts, no more than 50 grams per meal. If you have ever had kidney issues, it is best to take a break from kale and give your body a chance to recover. 2. Spinach, the hidden trigger that raises uric acid. Spinach is rich in folate, magnesium, and iron, and it is a common vegetable among vegetarians and those looking to boost their blood health. However, what many people do not know is that spinach contains a very high level of purines. Once inside the body, purines are converted into uric acid. If your kidneys are weak, uric acid can build up and cause joint pain, especially in people with a history of gout or high blood pressure. According to data from the National Institutes of Health (NIH), every 100 grams of spinach contains nearly 57 milligrams of purines, double the amount found in many other vegetables. For younger people, purines are filtered out easily, but for older adults, weakened liver and kidneys make this elimination process much more difficult. Mr. Robert, 73 years old from Texas, used to believe that eating spinach daily was a good way to keep his heart healthy, but he kept experiencing heel pain and stiffness in his finger joints, especially in the early morning, after removing spinach from his diet for 1 month. His symptoms significantly improved. If you have ever had gout or high uric acid levels, limit spinach intake to just 1 or 2 times a week, and it is best to cook it rather than eat it raw. Boil it instead of stir-frying it in oil, and avoid combining it with high-protein animal foods to reduce the burden on your body's metabolism. 3. Water spinach. Feels light but stresses the stomach. Water spinach is a common dish in many family meals, especially during summer. However, water spinach contains a high amount of insoluble fiber for younger people. This promotes healthy bowel movements, but for older adults, if the digestive system is slower and stomach acid is lower, water spinach can cause discomfort, bloating, intestinal cramps, and increased stomach acid. Few people know that raw water spinach may contain compounds that cause mild blood vessel constriction. For those with fluctuating blood pressure or who are taking cardiovascular medications, this could lead to unexpected effects. I remember Mrs. Elsie from Michigan, 76 years old, once shared that every time she ate boiled water spinach that had cooled down, she felt bloated all night and could not sleep. After switching to warm, well-cooked, easier-to-digest vegetables like pumpkin or Napa cabbage soup, she felt much more comfortable. Water spinach should be cooked thoroughly. It should not be eaten raw and should not be paired with sour or spicy garlic fish sauce. If you have stomach issues or irritable bowel syndrome, it is best to choose softer vegetables with less fiber to support better digestion. 4. Pickled vegetables, a favorite dish high in salt and hidden risks. Many older adults enjoy eating pickled vegetables, believing they are tasty and easy to digest. In reality, pickled vegetables often contain a very high amount of sodium. A small bowl of pickled mustard greens can contain up to 700 to 800 milligrams of sodium, which is nearly half of the maximum recommended daily intake for seniors. Consuming too much sodium causes the body to retain water, increases blood pressure, and forces the heart to work harder. Additionally, if the vegetables are not pickled properly or are kept for too long, the resulting nitrites can disrupt metabolism and increase the risk of stomach cancer. Mr. Paul, 69 years old, from Chicago, used to eat pickled greens every evening with plain rice porridge. But after being diagnosed with prehypertension and experiencing chronic insomnia, he was advised to remove pickled vegetables from his dinner. After 1 week, his blood pressure stabilized, and he slept more soundly each night. If you enjoy pickled vegetables, only eat young pickles that are lightly salted and consumed within the first 2 or 3 days. Rinse them with clean water before eating. Never eat pickles that are overly sour, too salty, or older than 5 days. As you can see, vegetables are not bad, but they need to be understood correctly. In the next section, I will share which vegetables are truly gentle for the aging body, helping you enjoy your meals, improve digestion, and sleep more peacefully. After learning about the 4 vegetables you should limit, your next question might be, so which vegetables are good for seniors? The good news is that there are still many types of vegetables that are gentle, easy to digest, rich in anti-inflammatory compounds, and well-suited for the body after age 60. These vegetables not only help you avoid bloating, but also support better sleep, reduce joint inflammation, and naturally improve digestive function. Let's go over some of the most beneficial options. 1. Lofah Gourd, a soft gift for the digestive tract. Lofah Gourd contains a high water content, a moderate amount of soluble fiber, and is very easy to digest. In every 100 grams of lofah, there are about 92 grams of water, which helps soothe the intestinal lining and reduce internal heat. For older adults, eating steamed or boiled lofah can gently promote regular bowel movements and lower the risk of constipation without irritating the intestines like raw vegetables might. I once met Mrs. Janice, 74 years old, living in Ohio, who suffered from chronic constipation due to high calcium intake and low water consumption. After being advised to replace raw greens with light lofah soup each evening, she felt relief within just 1 week. The bloating disappeared, and she started sleeping better. Lofah Gourd also contains a small amount of vitamin C, which helps soothe mild inflammation in the digestive lining. 2. Pumpkin, a golden orange vegetable for your eyes and memory. Pumpkin is a vegetable rich in beta-carotene, a precursor of vitamin A that greatly benefits vision and brain function. Just 100 grams of cooked pumpkin provides about 9,500 IU of vitamin A, an abundant amount that helps protect the macula and reduce the risk of retinal degeneration in older adults. Additionally, pumpkin contains magnesium and potassium, 2 minerals that help stabilize blood pressure and reduce nighttime leg cramps. The fiber in pumpkin is soft and smooth, making it less likely to irritate the stomach lining compared to vegetables high in tough fiber. It is best to steam or cook pumpkin with olive oil to enhance the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. One small note is to avoid eating too much pumpkin at night if you have high blood sugar, as pumpkin has a medium glycemic index. However, when combined with green vegetables, steamed fish, or oatmeal porridge, it is perfectly suitable. 3. Carrots, gentle on the stomach, good for your eyes, and immune boosting. Carrots have a fine fiber structure and are rich in beta-carotene, vitamin K, and antioxidants when cooked. Carrots become soft and are very easy to digest. Eating carrots regularly also helps improve skin pigmentation, slow down cellular aging, and ease mild inflammation in small joints. I once advised Mr. Edward, 70 years old, who often had knee pain and trouble sleeping, to try eating carrot soup with ginger 3 times a week. After about 2 weeks, he felt he could sleep more easily, and his joints felt less stiff each morning. You can cook carrots with a little sesame oil or flaxseed oil to boost vitamin absorption. Combine them with cauliflower or pumpkin to make a warm, nutritious, and easy-to-eat soup. 4. Steamed cauliflower, a gentle solution for the digestive system. Steamed cauliflower is a very senior-friendly vegetable. Unlike kale, cauliflower contains low levels of oxalate, so it does not contribute to kidney stones. It is also easy to digest thanks to its loose, non-dense fiber structure. In 100 grams of cauliflower, there are about 2 grams of fiber and many plant compounds that help fight inflammation, such as sulforaphane. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that regular intake of sulforaphane from cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower helps reduce cellular inflammation and may help prevent macular degeneration. You can steam cauliflower until just tender and enjoy it with olive oil and a sprinkle of toasted sesame seeds, if possible. Add 1 boiled egg for better nutritional balance. 5. Malabar spinach and jute leaves. Gentle laxatives, liver-friendly, and easy to cook. Malabar spinach and jute leaves are 2 simple, traditional vegetables that are very suitable for older adults who suffer from constipation, mild hemorrhoids, or internal heat. These vegetables contain natural mucilage that soothes the intestines and lubricates the digestive tract. Additionally, jute leaves are rich in vitamin B6, which helps reduce mild inflammation and supports liver function. By simply cooking a light broth with shrimp or crab, you can create a gentle, easy-to-eat dish that benefits digestion. For those with mild insomnia, eating Malabar spinach in the evening can also help the body relax and promote deeper sleep. In summary, if you replace harmful vegetables with these more senior-friendly options, you may feel a clear difference within just a few days: a lighter stomach, less bloating, deeper sleep, and a more relaxed mood. However, what you eat, how much you eat, and when you eat also matter. In the next section, I will share a sample one-day meal plan to help you apply today's knowledge more easily to your daily meals. Many people know that vegetables are essential, but not everyone knows how to schedule them properly throughout the day to bring the best results for the body after age 60. Some eat vegetables early in the morning and end up with a cold stomach. Others eat them late at night and have trouble sleeping. So how should you eat to make vegetables a gentle, natural remedy without causing side effects? Below is a simple, easy-to-cook sample meal plan that I have tested with many seniors at wellness centers in California. They all reported improvements in sleep, digestion, and energy after just a few days of following this plan. Breakfast light and gentle. Start to the day. You can begin your morning with a slice of steamed pumpkin, drizzled lightly with olive oil, and served with a soft-boiled egg. Drink a warm glass of water with diluted turmeric and honey. The pumpkin helps soothe the intestines, and the egg provides just enough protein to keep you energized until lunchtime. This breakfast is rich in beta-carotene, good for vision, memory, and reducing dizziness. Lunch, well-balanced and easy to digest. A bowl of Malabar spinach or jute leaf soup with fresh shrimp, served with soft rice and braised mackerel and turmeric. The spinach helps with smooth bowel movements, and the mackerel provides omega-3 to reduce joint inflammation. To avoid bloating, eat a moderate amount of rice and avoid overly spicy or greasy dishes. Dinner, light and sleep-friendly. Steam a small portion of cauliflower and drizzle with 1 teaspoon of flaxseed oil or sesame oil. Pair it with a bowl of thin oatmeal porridge and a cup of plain yogurt. Cauliflower is rich in antioxidants. Oatmeal soothes the nerves, and yogurt provides gentle probiotics. This is an ideal meal for those who experience frequent nighttime urination, shallow sleep, or morning fatigue. You can also adapt the dishes to the season, such as replacing pumpkin with steamed carrots or cooking sponge gourd soup instead of jute leaves. The most important thing is not to eat a large amount of vegetables, but to eat the right kind, at the right time, and prepared the right way. You can eat vegetables every day, but if you do not pay attention to how and when you eat them, the benefits may not be as expected. After age 60, your body does not need more food. It needs smarter eating. The following small habits can help turn your daily vegetables into a natural remedy that keeps your stomach light, improves sleep, and supports better health. First, prioritize eating vegetables at lunch or in the early afternoon. In the morning, the stomach is still weak. Eating raw vegetables, fiber-rich greens, or undercooked veggies can cause stomach chills and bloating. At night, if you eat fermented vegetables or high-sodium greens like pickled mustard, it may lead to frequent urination and poor sleep. Second, always combine vegetables with healthy fats. Vitamins A, D, E, and K are fat-soluble, so if you only eat plain boiled vegetables, your body may not absorb the full nutritional value. 1 teaspoon of olive oil, flaxseed oil, or sesame oil can help you absorb the vitamins better without raising bad cholesterol. Third, do not forget to drink enough water. Fiber in vegetables need sufficient water to work properly. Otherwise, it may cause constipation instead of aiding digestion. Aim for 1.5 to 2 liters of water a day, divided evenly throughout the day. Especially, drinking a glass of warm water 15 minutes before meals will help your body digest vegetables more easily. Finally, listen to your body. If you feel light, sleep better, and do not feel bloated after eating vegetables, that is a good sign. On the other hand, if you feel discomfort after each vegetable meal, do not rush to blame aging. Instead, check whether you are choosing the right types of vegetables and cooking them properly. Dear friend, throughout our lives, we have been taught that eating plenty of vegetables is good, and that is not wrong. But after age 60, your body is like a candle that has nearly burned through its wax. It still glows, still gives warmth, but it needs more delicate and gentle care. And vegetables, if chosen wisely, can be the breeze that helps that flame glow longer. We have just gone through 4 types of vegetables that should be limited as we age, not because they are bad, but because our bodies can no longer process them as easily as before. You have also seen that there are still many vegetables that are friendly to older adults, like sponge gourd, pumpkin, cauliflower, carrots, and Malabar spinach, especially when cooked properly, at the right time, and in the right amount. The good news is, you do not need to change everything. Just swap raw kale for steamed pumpkin. Replace spinach with soft-cooked Malabar spinach. Choose lightly salted young pickles instead of overly sour old pickles. These small changes can make a big difference in your quality of life. And if you find this article helpful, do not forget to share it with loved ones or friends who are also over 60. Together, we are learning how to live healthier, slower, and with more mindfulness each day. I will return with more friendly topics, such as easy-to-digest meals for people with insomnia, foods that help reduce nighttime urination, or vegetables that support joint recovery after age 65. To make sure you do not miss out, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications.